This is Apply Week 3, Integrating Technology Integration. The original lesson that I had planned for this, well, first of all, it's a lesson in a review. It's a review lesson, a review for a test, for a Chumash test. Originally, this lesson consisted of a Jeopardy game where I would write on the whiteboard, the regular whiteboard, not the smart board, each of the sections, Sheilot Mi Rashi, Sheilot Mi Pshat, Mi Amar Lemi, Al Mi Nemar, and Milim. Each would just be written on the board. I would write 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 under each section. I would divide the class up into two groups, and I would call on one girl from each group to choose a number in a section. They would choose a number. I would read a question off of the test, or make up a question or whatever it was, and they would answer it, and they would get points for their team. It was just a way for the class to review. What I did this year was I created a Jeopardy game on the smartboard, and I did two things. First, I created the game on the smartboard, and the second thing that I did was that I, instead of playing it as a whole class, I divided up the class into three sections. And so we weren't all divided up into 22 girls, 11 girls on each team divided up into two. Instead, it was 6 girls, so it was 3 girls on the team, and it was, it wasn't as many people. Another thing that while there were girls who were playing the Jeopardy game at the smartboard, there were girls who were working with me one-on-one when I was going over the different sections of the test and what was going to be on the test. And then there was a third group who was working with the resource room teacher, and she was going over specific Rashi skills, Rashi questions, Milim, showing them different things, working with them individually on different things that were also going to appear on the test that were skill-based. So and each kid got a chance to go through each one. And this technology allowed me to first of all be available for other children in the classroom, and also to give a much more enriching experience to the children who were playing the game. Each kid really got a chance to be part of the game, much more than they were when it was playing it with the whole class. I didn't have to be there on top of them. They got instant feedback. If you press on Milim 100, it shows you, Vayatzmu, what the question is, and then you move to reveal. It says, Ayin Sadi Mem, Vehei Matzmu, and they were strong. You return back to go to the Jeopardy board. You can give yourself a point. You can give yourself points for it, whatever, 100. You can give yourself points for it. And then the next team goes, and it really is very, very immediate. And you want to check and see, was I correct? Was I not correct? You're able to check it right away. You want to go back and check something after it happened, you can go back and check it right away. And really, there was no need for me to be there making this game, because everything, control or whatever, even facilitating this game, because everything was right there for them. They were able to do it by themselves, get much more instant feedback, and play it completely and totally on their own, and then move on to the next group. And this was really a way that I think it moved up, certainly in the same remodel. I mean, this was not a technology thing at all. And I think that it became an interactive, technology tool that, not only allowed me to be available for other kids, but really allowed the children to navigate this entire thing by themselves, and have a much more comprehensive review that was able to carry over for the test for the next day, and made it really a better experience for them, and a better review for them. That is Apply Week 3.